It's the NFL on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the AFC North. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we're at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
Now we'll see what this offense can do as they'll get their first shot here with less than a minute gone by in the first quarter. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. So in the early going, this will be the first drive of the game for this offense. On 1st and 10, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
It's caught by Bryant. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Now, during that run, an injury here. They got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Faking the give, now Watson. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 24. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought...
On 2nd down now, this defense sort of finding themselves with their backs against the wall. Ball in the red zone. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. Keeping this offense out of the end zone has to be considered a must here, as this defense can ill afford to go 2 scores down here in the 2nd half. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep, and he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, dashing through the snow. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way field goal and convert it into 6 points. But no doubt that changes things. Instead of putting 3 more points on the board, they surrender 6 the other way, and they also surrender the lead.
My math's not that great, but that's a 9-point swing, likely to become 10.
This defense now trying desperately to hold on to this fourth quarter lead, but to do it, they've got to keep this offense out of the end zone. Here's the option going left on second down. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick.
Touchdown! Isaiah Likely from 6 yards away. And the Ravens have taken a fourth quarter lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early.
Now this defense here really needs to hold them to a field goal late, or maybe could they force a turnover and allow no points? Time to see. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
On second down, it's Edwards. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Jackson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Browns are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in what point, you got to be super.
They're set.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And again, it's Chubb. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. Watson to throw. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack.
Holding. Offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
York able to send this one through. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Leave too much time on it. This defense looking to preserve the tie and try to keep this offense out of field goal range here late. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw pulled in by Robinson here. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Jackson. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And some space here. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely. Left on the clock here. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. One last throw here for Watson. This to possibly force OT. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.